This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops. A look now while we have a moment. Let's take a look at our 5 starters for each team.
Safe to say this game will be won or lost on the boards.
Well, it's how these teams control the game and get themselves extra possessions.
Well, not only that, but limiting their opponent's possessions. That'll be a huge key in this one.
Now here's Allen. Outside Charles. Pass to Nelson Adota. Now Allen. Just 4 to shoot. Takes the 3. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt. Now Jones. Ionescu outside. Up top, Cloud. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
Love the take from Cloud right there. Not letting the defense deter her.
And here's Connecticut. Now here's Mabry. And it's off from three-point range.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide-open opportunities.
Stolen by Sheldon. And the Sun pushing it up now. Makes it off the glass.
I mean, the D, they didn't even try to get back on the break.
Wouldn't have mattered, though, even if they did. No way anyone was beating her to the bucket there.
Now here's Jones. Here's Cloud. It's the front of the rim and out.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
One of the key cogs in Washington's 2019 title run, Natasha Cloud.
I mean, she was huge. The Mystics getting their first title with Cloud as the starting point guard. She's a bona fide clutch player, someone you want on the floor in big moments.
Cloud outside. Ionescu. Top of the key. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Not ignoring the middle part of the court. The more of these that Ionescu hits, the more space she'll get to operate.
And the basket by Mabry.
What are they thinking, leaving her with all that space out there? Don't they know that that's pretty much a layup for her?
Jones outside. Pass to Phoebish. Jones. To the inside. Here's Stewart. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
The incredible focus Stewart has. Even when the D gets physical, she stays with the play.
Charles with it. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Jones outside. Takes the 3. Misses that one. She's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Sun leading. And the foul is called. She intentionally grabbed her there for some reason.
And maybe she was trying to slow the pace down. I don't know. Strange move one way or the other.
Here's Allen. Down low. Charles with the bucket.
A reliable interior scoring option. Charles plays with power and poise around the rim.
Back to Ionescu. Stewart, guarded by Charles. And that one's good. Stewart.
Such a well-rounded offensive player. She's got a little bit of everything.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Basket good.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Here's Ionescu. And here's Stewart.
And out of bounds, the Sun will take it. And for the Connecticut Sun, their first year in the W was in 1999. They're still searching for that first title.
Connecticut has been so close, falling in the finals 4 times. A couple of those losses in heartbreaking fashion. Sun fans are very hungry for that banner.
They grab their own miss.
Makes the most of her size and strength inside. Charles knows how to get herself to the line.
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one.
Well, Tina Charles has always had an impressive and versatile skill set, Brian.
Yeah, she's led the league both in scoring and rebounds before. She's a true double-double threat on any night and impacts the game in so many ways.
Well, when you look at that 2024 WNBA draft, by far the most watched in league history, and arguably the most talent we've ever seen in a draft as well.
Well, the previous draft high was just about 600,000 viewers. This last one had 2.4 million, shattering the 20-year-old record.
And really, to me, the most exciting part of the WNBA right now, it's all the new viewers tuning in. It's just incredible. Another crack at the points there.
Pass to Harrison. Back to Sabali.
Here's Vibish.
Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game.
Here's Parks.
Covered by Ionescu. Here's Hartley. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Liberty Trail outside Sabali. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Gotta appreciate how Ionescu reads the defense. Terrific job of finding the open teammate there.
Pass to Nelson Adota. Parks.
And here is Hartley, covered by Ionescu. The tray. Hartley's shot is off. Now Sabali. Ionescu. Stolen by Tina Charles. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Sun on top. They're up by 7. And don't go away, as we'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a bit. And now, the second quarter just getting set to begin. And guys, what's your take on the Sun so far?
Good start for them defensively. They've forced some turnovers.
And they've also done a good job on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
Now Johannes. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Here's Hartley. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Here's Sheldon.
Off target from outside. 5-point game. Back to Jones. High post shot. A rebound by Hartley.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
The three-pointer off the mark. And it's New York's ball. Here's Sabali. Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Sheldon outside.
Back to Hartley. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played.
Davis with it. Smith is there.
The fader. And misses Fires it off the right side of the rim.
That's a quality look right there. Just a little off with her release.
Yeah, and that has her shaking her head. I mean, no way around it. That's a tough miss.
No matter who starts the break, she's usually the one who finishes it.
And I love watching her just attack the rim at full speed like that.
New York calls timeout. On offense, here the Liberty. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Back to Ionescu. And the rebound goes to the Sun.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in her face.
Charles drops in the layup for two.
Strong finish from Tina Charles, taking the hit well and powering through it.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in this second quarter. Jones left side. Ionescu covered by Smith. Ionescu, that's good.
Because of Ionescu's fearless finishing ability, she simply is not intimidated by contested shots.
Well, New York won that 2020 lottery. Their prize, man, it was a great one. Sabrina Ionescu.
Well, she was the first piece, right? And she endured some tough times. But her talent and overall play helped attract Brianna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and other key players. This is the kind of vision you get with Ionescu. She has a knack for finding the open teammate.
Pass to Parks.
Back to Hartley. For three. The three-pointer is on target.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Outside, Sabali. 2 points. That one goes in.
That's what the fake's there for. Get your defender off her feet and drive right around her.
Smith outside. Puts up the three. That doesn't go, and she's 0 for 1 from the field. Ionescu outside. Cloud. Pass to Jones.
2 minutes remaining.
Over Charles. And she gets that one to go off the front iron.
A face-up forward/center with an ever-expanding skill set. Jones is a bright young star.
Now here's Smith. Fires for three. That's in, and she found her range with that one. Now 1 for 2. And the Liberty with possession here, trailing by 5. And here's Burke, looking for her first basket still in this one. And Jones gets it to go.
As complete a player as they come, Jones has no problems hitting the glass hard, turning misses into makes.
And the Sun call time here.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Mabry with it. Inside. Here's Nelson Adota. Rebound by Brianna Stewart. Pass to Ionescu. Cloud with it. Guarded by Charles. Leaner from distance. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
You can't leave somebody open on Natasha Cloud's team, because when you do, she's going to make sure they get the rock.
Now here's Sheldon.
He's covered closely. Here's Allen. That one, good for 2.
Unbelievable shot right there. She busted out the trick release and left the defender dazed and confused.
Now here's Ionescu. Jones with it.
Guarded now by Sheldon.
Here's Ionescu. Nelson Adota with the rebound. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Mabry. Now here's Allen from deep. Offensive rebound. Stolen by Sabrina Ionescu. Here's Phoebish. Mabry covering. Jones inside. Can't hit from the low block. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Sun ahead, up 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third. One player who's been getting it done is Tina Charles.
You know, it takes a lot to dominate a game without shooting the lights out, but she's been able to take over the game with her play on the glass.
Yeah, that area around the bucket has been her turf tonight, and just a sensational display of rebounding in the first half. Honestly, I'll be amazed if she can maintain that same energy level all the way to the finish.
Now here's Allen. And a foul called on Sabrina Ionescu. That's her first foul.
Now, guys, late in the game, you need a hoop. Who are you going to?
I'm going with Breanna Stewart. She's been huge in the finals. Plus, at her height, she's getting a good look almost every time.
All right, this is going to shock you, Brian and Blake, but I agree with Brian. I mean, we've seen Stewie win every title, and she steps up in those big moments.
Now here's Charles. Just 5 on the clock. Serena Mabry for 3. New York with the rebound. Ionescu left side. Loud outside. Ionescu. Over Mabry. The shot by Ionescu, no good. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Now here's Mabry. Tight defense on her. And again, Connecticut no good. New York trailing here. Ionescu outside. For the lead. Pass to Stewart. Phoebish. Over Mabry. That one wide left. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Tim?
Yeah, everybody seems a little confused. I know we are. I have no idea why she would foul in that situation. I mean, what was she doing?
Now here's Charles. 8 points for her. Now here's Allen. Here's Sheldon. Drains the three-pointer.
Defense was pretty much non-existent there. Can't leave such a good shooter open like that. Come on.
The 5th overall pick in the 2024 draft, 5'10" guard, J.C. Sheldon.
Yeah, she grew up and played basketball in the state of Ohio. And Sheldon went high in the draft because she can hit threes, run point, and is a very good point of attack defender. Heads up, aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller defender on her and took it straight to the bucket for the easy two.
Outside Charles. No good from outside. Cloud outside. To the paint. Here's Phoebish. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud. And that makes it a tie ball game. Here's Allen. She's got 5. Pass to Allen. Good on the triple. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And so it's New York with it. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Jones, and she uses the glass on the layup.
Great job by Jones. So good at gaining ideal positioning and capitalizing.
Now here's Allen, covered by Ionescu. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
Those types of mistakes are magnified in a tight game like this.
The Liberty making a switch here. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Stewart for the lead. Basket counts.
When you let Stewart get inside, you're just not going to stop her. Too much length, too much game.
Now Sheldon. Charles. Off target with the three. Right side, Stewart. Back to Jones. Pass to Thiebish. Shot clock at 6. And they pick up 2.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Connecticut trailing. Here's Nelson Adota. To the middle. Here's Charles. Stewart grabs the miss. On offense, here the Liberty. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Here's Burke. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
Since halftime, this has really become an intense ball game.
The effort we're seeing from both sides has been phenomenal. I'm locked in.
Now a timeout called by Connecticut. Nelson Adota out to the right wing to stop the run. Hartley's shot is off. New York leading. Jones outside. Here's Stewart. Yep, that goes.
Well, it's the time to push it and try to extend the lead. They are looking determined.
Yeah, you love to make this kind of push in the third quarter and set yourself up well for crunch time.
It's a big difference having a bigger lead going into the fourth.
Here's Parks. Back to Smith. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
To the inside. Chalk up 2 right there.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
And so here's Connecticut. 7-point differential. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks from outside the arc. And the ball out of play. The Liberty will have it. Pass to Burke. Stewart, guarded by Charles. And Stewart gets it to go.
And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. A good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
And that one drops. And here's Davis. And we reach the end of the third. It's the Liberty up by 7. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Hello, and thanks for joining us again. The fourth quarter of play should begin in moments. Hartley with it. Smith outside. Hartley's shot is off. Now here's Sabali. The rebound by Charles.
Not throw herself off balance.
Shot's good by Smith.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
Here's Parks. And she drops in the layup off glass. Here's Ionescu. Cloud outside. Right wing. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Burke. Clock at 6. Stolen.
Kennedy Burke. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Number 1, Marquisha Davis.
It's been a little while since they've been in the lead.
And that's why this is such an important possession for them.
Here's Hartley. Sun keep it alive. Charles. Pass to Parks. To take the lead. That shot, no good. Outside, Sabali. It's in, and she's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Smith outside. To tie it up. It's rebounded by Sabali. Here's Davis. Pass to Ionescu. Davis with it. Charles with the block.
Blocking isn't all about height. It's also about timing and smarts. The good news for Charles, she has all three.
And here's Parks. Shoots the 3. That shot off.
Oh, man. That's one she'd like to have over.
Ionescu. She's guarded by Hartley. Shot from free throw range. And good, as it snugs right down through the net.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it did not work. Not if it results in that shot.
Back to Hartley. Pass to Parks. And again, Connecticut no good. And it's New York's ball. Davis, that's good.
That's a nice bucket. They're really playing intelligently.
They really are, and even though it's not a huge lead they've got, they're definitely in charge.
Kind of get that feeling, Brian, that that team is playing so well.
Hartley's shot is off. Up top, Sabali, covered by Smith. Outside for Cloud. Back to Sabali. Pass to Burke. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And as you watch the continued development of the WNBA, it feels like length matters a lot these days.
Well, you're seeing teams putting a major emphasis on getting longer players. It really helps you on the defensive end.
Oh, yeah. With how skilled players are these days and the amount of threes teams take, length can certainly neutralize that.
Now a timeout called by Connecticut. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Down low. Here's Charles. That falls. Nice feed that time from Lindsey Allen.
They worked it in nicely right there.
New York leading.
2 minutes.
Side Stewart.
2 minutes.
Stolen by Tina Charles. Sheldon outside. Cans it from downtown.
Up to the defense, they got to talk to each other. Clearly in air, not getting out there on her three-point attempt.
And it's Stewart missing. Now Allen. Lets it go from the wing. Stewart grabs the miss. Jones outside. Inside. A nice shot by Stewart.
Another high-scoring night for Stewart. Between her skills and really her mentality, it was like she was engineered to get buckets in this league.
Now here's Allen. To the paint. Breonna Stewart with the steal.
Here's Febish.
Over Mabry. Febish with the bucket. It's a race against time as they look to make a run here.
Yeah, the clock is definitely not on their side right now.
And Allen gets it to go. And the Liberty with possession here. Here's Jones. Here's Stewart. Pass to Jones.
Here's Febish.
5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Might as well tack a few more points in the lead, I suppose. This is going to be a dominant win for them.
Dominant is the right word for it, Tim. This one was about as one-sided as it gets.
One-way traffic, jeez.
Now here's Charles. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
They've got to be happy with the effort, the result, the outcome. Great night.
W is a W. Here's Stewart. That's good. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. And they came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
They really did show some mental fortitude. They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.